Hey, welcome back to Miss Maddie's studio. I'm Maddie, and today I wanted to do a tour of my 2024 sketchbooks and finish the last few pages of my current sketchbook. So this first sketchbook, 2024A, is one of the two books that I made. The cover is a mermaid version of me. And these pages are the start and end date. It was so small, I finished it in only 16 days. And then there was some planning for the cover. This was planning for a little simple comic I did called Love. And this was still some more planning for that with the cats. And then I really love this little sad elf girl. She's really cool. I love the little braid. This is just a random spread of doodles featuring my characters, Cammy and Lottie. This spread was fun, even though I didn't finish either of them. I really like this warrior armored girl. She was cool. This is my demon boy, who is slightly based off of Stolas from Hell of a Boss. More inspired than based on. And this one is super random. I drew the girl with the finger touching her forehead, and then everything else just went from there. This page is planning for my other sketchbook cover, and then just some random doodles of me. Another version of the cover on the right, and then the left was an illustration idea I had. Super random page. I do really like the horned girl on the left though. Ooh, I love the one on the left. I was in a really bad place at that time, but that drawing really helped me. And I like the one on the right too. A little off in the proportions, but that's okay. Little spooky Maddie with some ghosts coming out behind her on the left. And then on the right was just this bat woman I was working on. This was a very random spread in ink. That little plant right there is actually a plant that I have. Random squiggles. Another one of my demon boy, and that's that one. My second sketchbook done in Sharpie acrylic markers. Those two pages. Some random text and some camera, and just very random in my sketchbook. Started making these melty people out of the Sharpie acrylic marker, which ended up being a painting that I love. This was bad. Here's planning for that painting. Really was struggling with creativity and planning, so I just did that. Working on the melting people more, trying different things. I didn't end up liking the skulls with them. This was the beginnings of the sunset and the melting people sea. And I would cut out for different things. That was a planned crochet project that never ended up happening. Planning for paintings. This random guy. I don't know. More random things. This was planning for a painting, and this was what I ended up going with. It's hanging in my bathroom now. Random girl climbing. Out of proportion, but alright. Another bit of randomness. I like this sunset, even though I don't really like the colors very much of the water. This had potential. I really liked how the hair was coming out. Oh, I liked the face, but that jaw. Oh, and I love this little snail with the bird skull. More painting plans. Randomly felt like drawing my name. Why not? A little sheep girl. I don't like the arm, but everything else about this I really like. Ladybug on a flower, because why not? Working on some Cassie stuff, but could not figure out how to draw the face. Still couldn't figure out how to draw the face, and then I gave up. This was for an animation I did, both of these pages, and that's actually the last page. So now we're gonna get into finishing up my current sketchbook with 7 pages. 7 pages, yes. Okay. Flip back to where I was. Now we're gonna finish this, which I started this one at like 3 o'clock in the morning, where I just decided I wanted to draw like a realistic flower and have a little fairy girl dancing in the middle. And I love the flower. I couldn't quite get the Thumbelina girl right, which it was obviously inspired by Thumbelina. I love that movie. It was one of my favorites as a kid. But I was rushing it. I was having such a hard time coming up with ideas for finishing these last couple of pages. And I was trying to push myself, and like, I hate that, you have all these ideas when it's like in the shower or falling asleep, but then you get to your actual sketchbook and nothing happens. Can't think of anything. It's like I never knew how to draw a day in my life. I know nothing of what I like to draw. It's very silly. But art block happens. And see, I really like the petals. They were really fun to draw. But now, there we go, 1 page down. And still having really bad art block, so I went to my go-to thing, which is an eye. Always love drawing eyes and lashes and whatnot. And once I was done with that, I decided to switch over to a pen, which I do really enjoy drawing with pen more. But I was still struggling, so I just went in with another eye. And this part is in real time. This is me just drawing. Oh, it's Chucky. He's so cute. My little art buddy. And now I decided to draw a Sunday because I thought that might be fun. I like to draw random things that are slightly still life, but I'm not using like a reference for them. I just enjoy trying to make it look realistic and seeing if I can, especially in a sketchbook, because what's the point of a sketchbook if it's not to make ugly art? Try new things and experiment and have fun. I do like drawing the glasses. Sometimes I like drawing glasses. I mean, you have to be able to draw real life objects if you want to do something like comics, which I love comics, so I've always wanted to create them. I was having a really hard time coming up with things to draw for this. I just feel like I'm stuck. There we go. Decided to add some whipped cream. And a little cookie off to the side. adding some sprinkles to the whipped cream just to try to make it look a little more interesting. And I guess adding a little straw or cookie straw, one of those things. And now I'm adding the bottom of the glass, the stem of the glass. And Chucky's back. They came out pretty cute. And that's when I decided to draw one of my cranny creatures, which are usually animal hybrids that have one thing all in common, and that is that they have the skull of a bird as their head. Now, sometimes they have horns, sometimes they have, this guy has like a frill kind of thing on the back of his head eventually, but they always have that bird skull as the base. I've been drawing these kind of creatures, I think I started in like high school. I started drawing them, and then I remembered about them again in like 2018, and then I started drawing them a lot again. And there's still one of my favorite things to draw. It brings in the most fun aspects of drawing like animals and making your own creatures and like coming up with all of these different cool things that you can add to it. And it's really fun to experiment around. Some of them are super simple, like literally I have one that's a triceratops, just a straight up triceratops with like, what kind of skull did I give him? I think it was a hawk skull, I think. One that was kind of short. But then I have ones that are like this, that's like a flamingo-like skull with the frill on something that's more like a Leopleurodon with a longer neck, you know? And then I needed something to fill this bottom space, so I decided just to draw a little centipede going off the page, 'cause why not? I like drawing some bugs. I draw not very accurate bugs. I'm trying to draw a lot more accurate things lately and just force myself to draw more styles and just more things in general, things that I don't typically go for, broaden my horizons and whatnot. But I always have liked drawing little random like garden bugs, you know, butterflies and caterpillars and centipedes and roly-polies and, you know, ladybugs, stuff like that. Slugs and snails, those kind of things. I like drawing those. I do draw spiders a bit too, even though I love spiders as long as they don't touch me. And then I gave the centipede a little buddy on his back, just a little snail, teeny tiny baby snail riding his back in the wrong direction. And another page down, so I now wanted to try and make like one picture on each page to fill up the whole page, or I felt like I was never gonna get this done. So for me, that typically means making a bust of an elf girl. So that was the goal here. I had no other ideas except that. I just had nothing to go on. I just wanted to go with the flow, and sometimes that works to my advantage and sometimes it doesn't. This time it's okay. It's not the best, it's not the worst. Her face is giving a little like blank, I don't know, deer in headlights kind of thing, but yeah, it's not the worst. I mean, other than that nose ring, I don't really think I gave her much personality or anything either, so there's only so much you can do with that, I guess. Oh yeah, I gave her hoop earrings too, and some freckles. You can't really see the freckles on her right now. Oh well. Really basic hairstyle too, just long straight hair with some choppy forehead covering bangs. I think I made her head too tall though, which I do really like the easel I'm using. It's actually a travel sketchbook. Oh, I fixed the head. Ha! It's a travel sketchbook watercolor thing that my son got me for my birthday. And I mean, you've seen it in every single video. I use it every single day. And it's great. It's small, obviously, because it's a travel one. So sometimes I try to overuse it for like big canvases and stuff like that. Doesn't really work well for the big canvases, but oh god, I love it for everything else. And see, I'm just trying to fill in the space here. We got a dragonfly, we got some flowers, a butterfly. And here we go again with a full page drawing. I was gonna try to say illustration, but it's not. It's a sketch, so it's just a drawing. And I went with the other thing that I draw all the time, which is fairies. Sorry, I got distracted by how long I made that thigh. Why did I make that thigh so long? Jesus. Yeah, again, I was really fudging the proportions on everything because I just really wanted to get it done. I was definitely not having fun creating at this time, which is unfortunate, but it happens. Most of the time, I absolutely love drawing, and I'm completely out of focus right now. There we go. Thank you. Putting it back in frame. Just in time to see the Chucky. See? The Chucky. Maybe. He's a good boy. He's there for moral support, you know. Maybe you can do it. Go, go. I decided to make her draw a leaf, holding a leaf. She's holding a leaf. Then, I mean, this one's fine. Obviously that leg is not fine. It needs help. But I don't even remember if I fixed it or not. I know I fixed some stuff. I draw her face. I kept having to take breaks because there was just a lot going on. There's been a lot going on in my house these last couple of weeks. We had a couple of birthdays back to back. It was my niece's birthday at the end of August, and then it was Babe's birthday and my cat Simon's 10th birthday and my mom's birthday, all in 2 days. Simon and Babe's birthday are on the same day, and then my mom's birthday is the next day. So we've had a lot of traveling to go see them, and there's been a lot of stuff going on, and my father-in-law is still going through chemo, so we've still got that going on, and his up and down health and health issues that have been happening. It's been a lot. So I'm amazed that I've even been able to keep uploading these past 2 weeks, because it's been really, really hard. I've had to it's been down to the minute, every time, every week. I'm down to late Thursday night when I'm finishing, when I was finishing stuff weeks ahead of time before. So it's okay. So now this one was just a boy and girl fairy hanging out together, something super simple with basically just their wings and small bust shot from behind. Then I decided on this page I was going to make the whole thing into a spider web, because I was trying to draw a spider web on another page and I completely messed it up. So I had to remind myself how to draw spider webs. And I'm not gonna lie, they're really fun to draw the different ways. It's really satisfying with all the little swoops at this part, and you can do it in different patterns. You can make it look however you want. I prefer one that is really tightly together in the middle, and then it spreads out as it goes. You just see Chucky all over the place. And then I decided I was gonna add a little blue spider in the spider web, because I love these Sharpie acrylic markers. I use them, I think, pretty much every day. I actually use them in my bullet journals and my daily to-do lists and all of that. So I got the little spider, and that is another page down. And this is the last page, and oh gosh, my phone completely messed up. I don't know what happened. I was drawing, I finished drawing this eye right here. I had paused, and then I came back and I hit I hit record, and it apparently didn't record. So in a second you're going to see all of the page basically done, which is a bummer, because this is the page that I actually started enjoying drawing again and had a really fun time. Maybe it was just because it was the light at the end of the tunnel. I was done, I'm free. And then I was like, okay, last page, fill it up with a bunch of little random doodles. And again, I always draw eyes. I love eyes. Anime-like eyes, more realistic eyes, all the eyes. And there, yeah, it's magically filled of bugs and flowers. Whoops. And I decided to fill in the little spaces with more flowers. I wasn't going to, but because it didn't film, I wanted to make sure that I filmed a little bit of something of this page other than that eye. And there was, you know, a little bit of space here and there for more things. More flowers, that's all I did. I drew just these little more roses, because roses are really, really fun and relaxing and easy to draw. So you can't mess them up too badly. And now we're gonna go through this one, my current sketchbook, now finished with its sunset cover, and that was planning for a painting, multimedia painting. This is just a little siren that I drew. Another one of my demon boy. I love drawing him. This is a little angel I drew. I don't know, I got kind of obsessed with drawing angel wings for a second. Here's another one looking up and one looking down. And some still life without references, just trying to make things look realistic. I really like the apple. The apple was my favorite. This was a Harpy girl painting of her getting shot that I was working on. This is Cassie from another video. This is just a couple little Maddies and an elf girl and some marker numbers. I really like this one. I don't know where it came from. It was a very random guy just in a blade. These were some of the faces for my avatar there, and the original avatar sketch. Still love that. This was me working on some dance animations for the beginning of this. Could not figure that out for forever. Working on some calligraphy stuff. This is the first of the Butterfay sketches, and I still love that one. This is more of the avatar stuff, including the background. Oh, this is more Butterfay sketches. I really like that one, and she does have wings. They're just mostly erased, unfortunately. And my little moody girl, I love that one. That I just didn't finish. I love this one, her face peeking through her hair with all the flowers. I'm not sure why I drew this. It's just random animals and a hand. This is for a comic that I'm working on called The Cat Cafe. And random crying eye. I was probably sad that day. I tend to draw crying eyes when I'm sad. Here is a mock-up of the Cat Cafe. Still working on the designs of those. More of that, trying to figure out the design. A little bit more calligraphy and some cute little duckies. I do not like this guy. He's nervous. I'm nervous. I don't like it. This is a more spider stuff. Figuring out a spider woman. Didn't like this one as much. Love this one. Figuring her out still. I really like her. And now we are at the pages that we finished. So, thank you for joining me today. And I had fun finishing the sketchbook because I get to create another one. I love making the covers for them. I'll probably be doing that sometime next month. And if you like my content, please consider supporting me on Patreon or TeePublic or in the shop on my website. All of the links for that are on a link tree in my bio. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe and comment for the algorithm and all of that. And bye.